Death alone, the word can send shivers down the spine, evoke a feeling of finality. And yet across cultures and epochs, death was not regarded as an end, but as a transition, as a passage into another realm. The ancient Egyptians imagined a pulsating afterlife in the reed field, while Celtic lore whispered of the afterlife, a place where the soul continues its journey. From the plains of Native American tribes to the Himalayas of Tibetan Buddhism, death is woven into the tapestry of life, a natural thread in the grand scheme of existence. These diverse beliefs, although expressed in different forms, share a common denominator. The essence of who we are transcends the physical body. This understanding of death not as annihilation, but as transformation offers comfort and hope. It allows us to mourn the loss of a physical presence while accepting the possibility of continued existence in another form. Many spiritual traditions view death as a homecoming, a return to the source from which we came. The soul, often described as a spark of divine light, is considered immortal. She sheds her temporary physical shell and begins a new chapter of her journey in this realm. Beyond the veil, the limitations of the physical world fall away, time and space become fluid, and the soul is free to explore its true nature. This journey may involve a process of review, reflection, and healing, as the soul processes the lessons learned during its earthly experience. This spiritual understanding does not negate the pain of loss, but it provides a framework to understand death as a natural part of the life cycle. It encourages us to live fully in the present moment, knowing that our essence is eternal, as Goethe said. Even though science does not yet have definitive answers to what happens after death, there are fascinating areas of research that point to the possibility of an existence of consciousness beyond the physical body. Quantum physics, for example, explores the nature of reality at the subatomic level, where particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously. Some scientists suggest that consciousness itself could be a fundamental property of the universe, like energy or matter. Near-death experiences, also known as NTs, provide compelling anecdotal evidence, with many people reporting vivid experiences of leaving their body and entering another realm. While these reports are often dismissed as hallucinations, they show amazing similarities across cultures and backgrounds, suggesting a deeper phenomenon. Although much remains unknown, research into consciousness and its relationship to the physical world continues to push the boundaries of scientific understanding. Think of the complex systems in our brain. Similar to a clockwork, only much more complicated. Ultimately, the mystery of what lies beyond death remains just that, a mystery. But even without concrete answers, we can find comfort in the wisdom of ancient traditions and the burgeoning discoveries of science. Death is not an end, but a transformation, a transition into a realm beyond our present understanding. Like a caterpillar changing into a butterfly, our essence persists and takes on a new form, a new expression. This understanding invites us to face life with wonder and curiosity, to face the unknown with courage and an open heart. Death then becomes not something to be feared, but a natural part of the infinite dance of existence, a testament to the enduring power of life in all its forms. The journey continues beyond the veil, beyond the limits of our present perception. A testimony to the infinite possibilities that lie at the
A dark, starry night sky with a single shooting star, a close-up of an hourglass, with sand slowly trickling down, a serene forest with mist, symbolizing the unknown. AI narration. What if death is not an end, but a doorway? What if it's not a full stop, but a comma in the story of existence? Across cultures, time, and even science, there's a whisper, a belief that death is only temporary. Time lapse of a decaying flower, followed by a new one blooming. A phoenix rising from ashes, mythical symbolism. A caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. Nature teaches us that endings are illusions. A flower withers, but its seeds give life to new blooms. A caterpillar dies to its old form, only to emerge as a butterfly. Even stars explode in supernovas, scattering stardust that births new worlds. If nature is a mirror, could death be just another transformation? Ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs depicting the afterlife. A Buddhist monk meditating under a Bodhi tree. A family lighting candles on an altar, ancestor worship. For millennia, humanity has grappled with the mystery of death. The Egyptians believed in an eternal soul journeying through the duat. Buddhists speak of reincarnation, a cycle of life, death, and rebirth. In Mexico, Dia de los Muertos celebrates the return of loved ones, if only for a night. These traditions remind us death is not goodbye, but a transition. A scientist in a lab, studying cells under a microscope. A visualization of quantum particles appearing and disappearing. A black hole in space, with light bending around it. Science, too, hints at the temporary nature of death. Cells in our body die and regenerate constantly. Quantum physics suggests energy never disappears. It only changes form. Even black holes, the ultimate cosmic endings, may birth new universes. Could death be a gateway to another state of existence? Personal stories of near-death experiences. 436/. Visuals. A person lying in a hospital bed surrounded by loved ones. A tunnel of light, as described in near-death experiences. A family reuniting in a dreamlike, ethereal setting. Those who've brushed against death often return with stories of light, peace, and reunion. They speak of a love so profound, it transcends life itself. Could these glimpses be proof that death is not the end, but a return to something greater? A montage of life, birth, growth, aging, and death, followed by rebirth. A tree losing its leaves in autumn, only to bloom again in spring. A child being born, symbolizing new beginnings. AI narration. Life is a cycle, a dance of beginnings and endings. If death is temporary, then perhaps we are eternal travelers, moving through time and space, learning, growing, and evolving. What if every ending is just a new beginning in disguise? A sunrise over a calm ocean, symbolizing hope and renewal. A hand releasing a glowing lantern into the night sky. The words, "Death is temporary," fading into "Love is eternal." AI. Narration. Death may be a mystery, but one thing is certain. Love, memories, and the essence of who we are endure. If death is temporary, then life, in all its forms, is infinite. And perhaps that's the greatest truth of all. Your channel logo or a subscribe button animation. Text overlay. What do you think? Is death temporary? Share your thoughts in the comments below. AI narration. What do you think? Is death temporary? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more journeys into life's deepest mysteries.
Ready to get hot and fiery? Let's uncover the secrets behind those earth-shaking volcanic eruptions. So, how do volcanoes erupt? Imagine Earth as a giant chocolate lava cake. Deep inside, there's a gooey center called the magma chamber. It's filled with molten rock, or magma, which is super hot and under a lot of pressure. Over time, this pressure builds up. Think of it like shaking a soda can. The more you shake, the more pressure there is. Eventually, the magma finds a weak spot or crack, called a vent, and boom! It bursts out as lava, ash, and gases. But wait, there's more. The type of eruption depends on the magma's viscosity or thickness. If the magma is runny like syrup, it flows easily and creates gentle oozing eruptions. If it's thick and sticky like peanut butter, it traps more gas. This leads to explosive eruptions, sending ash clouds and rocks flying into the sky. Pretty cool, right? These eruptions can create new land like the Hawaiian Islands, or cause massive destruction like the eruption of Mount St. Helens. So next time you see a volcano, you'll know the powerful forces bubbling beneath the surface. That's how volcanoes erupt. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-blowing science videos. Until next time, stay curious.
Das Jahr 1816 ist als das Jahr ohne Sommer bekannt. Es war eine Zeit dramatischer Klimaveränderungen. Die Welt erlebte ungewöhnlich kaltes und raues Wetter. Dies hatte verheerende Auswirkungen auf die Landwirtschaft und das Leben der Menschen. Die Ursache für dieses ungewöhnliche Jahr war ein gewaltiger Vulkanausbruch. Der Ausbruch ereignete sich im Jahr zuvor, im Jahr 1815. Er geschah weit entfernt in Indonesien auf der Insel Sumbawa. Der Vulkan, der ausbrach, hieß Tambora. Dieser Ausbruch war einer der stärksten in der Geschichte. Der Tambora war jahrhundertelang ruhig gewesen. Im April 1815 erwachte er zum Leben. Der Ausbruch war gewaltig. Er schleuderte eine riesige Säule aus Asche und Gas hoch in die Atmosphäre. Der Ausbruch war so laut, dass man ihn Tausende von Kilometern weit hören konnte. Die unmittelbaren Auswirkungen des Ausbruchs waren verheerend. Vulkanasche regnete auf die umliegenden Inseln herab. Pyroklastische Ströme, schnell fließende Ströme aus heißem Gas und vulkanischem Material rasten die Hänge des Vulkans hinab. Diese Ströme zerstörten alles, was ihnen in den Weg kam. Der Ausbruch des Tambora hatte globale Folgen. Die gewaltige Menge an Asche und Schwefeldioxid, die er in die Atmosphäre freisetzte, verbreitete sich über die ganze Welt. Diese Partikel wirkten wie ein riesiger Sonnenschirm. Sie reflektierten das Sonnenlicht zurück ins All, wodurch die Temperatur der Erde sank. Der Ausbruch störte auch die atmosphärischen Zirkulationsmuster. Dies führte zu ungewöhnlichen Wettermustern rund um den Globus. Der Sommer 1816 war in Nordamerika und Europa ungewöhnlich kalt. Die Temperaturen lagen mehrere Grad unter dem Durchschnitt. Der Sommer 1816 war anders als jeder andere. Im Juni und Juli gab es in Neuengland Frost. Seen und Flüsse in Europa froren zu. Starke Regenfälle und Schnee fielen an Orten, die solch ein Wetter selten erlebten. Auf der gesamten Nordhalbkugel kam es zu Missernten. Der Mangel an Sonnenlicht verursachte ebenfalls weit verbreitete Missernten. Lebensmittelknappheit und Hungersnot folgten. Die Menschen kämpften ums Überleben in Kälte und Hunger. Das Jahr ohne Sommer hatte tiefgreifende Auswirkungen auf die menschlichen Gesellschaften.
Hey everyone. Imagine a world where ancient myths clash with futuristic fantasies. Where fire-breathing dragons take on laser-firing robots. Today, we're diving into that world in stunning 4K. And it's going to be epic. Alright, picture this. A vast battlefield. Rugged mountains on one side. Sleek metallic skyscrapers on the other. It's a scene straight out of a fantasy sci-fi novel. But we're bringing it to life right now. First, let's talk about the dragons. These aren't just any dragons, what? We're talking colossal beasts. Their scales glittering like gemstones. Wings so vast they blot out the sun. Flames pour from their jaws, scorching the earth and turning the battlefield into a blazing inferno. And then, you've got the robots. Futuristic machines built for one thing. Battle. Gleaming armor. High-tech weaponry. And those lasers, oh man, they're like nothing you've ever seen. They cut through the air with precision, creating an electrifying light show in the chaos. Now, imagine the clash. Dragons swoop down from the sky, their roars shaking the ground. Robots retaliate, firing their lasers in a dazzling display of light and energy. The heat from dragonfire meets the sharp precision of futuristic tech, and it's a sight to behold. The dragons, they're cunning, weaving through the air with agility that defies their size. They dive and twist, evading beams of light before unleashing their fiery wrath. But the robots, they're no pushovers. They strategize, adapt, their movements precise, calculated. It's a battle of pure spectacle. Every moment is packed with action, explosions, and intense face-offs. Dragons and robots, two forces from different worlds, colliding in a symphony of destruction and awe. And now, as the battle rages on. The sun begins to set, casting a golden glow over the battlefield. The final showdown is here. A dragon, the largest of them all, faces off against the most advanced robot. It's a clash of titans, as fire meets steel, ancient power against futuristic might. Who will come out on top? You'll have to watch to find out. This is the ultimate battle. Mythical dragons versus futuristic robots. And it's all happening right here, in stunning 4K. So, hit that like button, subscribe for more epic content, and let me know in the comments who you're rooting for, dragons or robots. Stay tuned. The action's just getting started. Catch you in the next one.
The Johnson family gathers in their cozy living room, the air buzzing with excitement as they embark on their new Thanksgiving tradition, the gratitude tree. The room is warm and inviting, with the scent of pumpkin pie wafting through the air as they prepare to share what they are most thankful for this year. Each family member takes turns hanging colorful paper leaves on a handcrafted tree, their eyes sparkling with emotion as they share heartfelt messages of thanks. The room fills with warmth and love, each word spoken weaving a tapestry of gratitude that wraps around them like a comforting embrace. Grandma Johnson, with a teary-eyed smile, reads her leaf aloud, her voice quivering with emotion as she expresses gratitude for another year surrounded by her growing family. Her words touch everyone's hearts, reminding them of the preciousness of time spent together and the joy of family bonds. The children giggle with joy as they eagerly add leaves for their pets, favorite toys, and even their vegetables, their laughter echoing through the room. They learn the importance of appreciating life's simple pleasures, their innocent joy a reminder of the beauty in everyday moments. As the final leaf is placed, the Johnsons step back to admire their gratitude tree, a beautiful symbol of their strengthened bonds and renewed appreciation for one another. The tree stands proudly, adorned with colorful leaves, each one a testament to the love and gratitude that fills their hearts this Thanksgiving.
The universe is vast, a canvas of darkness sprinkled with the light of a billion stars. And in that vastness, we are but a whisper, a tiny planet orbiting an ordinary star. For millennia, we have looked to the heavens and wondered, are we alone? Now, it seems, the universe has answered. In the year 2023, astronomers at the Mauna Kea Observatory in Hawaii saw something extraordinary, something that defied explanation, a shimmer in the darkness, a flicker against the backdrop of the Milky Way. At first, they dismissed it as an anomaly, a trick of the light, but as they observed it night after night, they realized the truth. This was no ordinary celestial body. This was something else entirely. The object, designated Oumuamua 2 after its interstellar cousin, was different from anything we had ever encountered. It was not a comet, not an asteroid, not a rogue planet. It defied classification, and as scientists began to study it, they uncovered more and more mysteries. Mysteries that hinted at a truth so profound, so world-changing, that it could rewrite our place in the cosmos. Oumuamua 2 was first detected by the Pan-STARRS telescope, a marvel of modern engineering designed to scan the night sky for near-Earth objects. But this object, it soon became clear, was far from ordinary. It was traveling at an impossible speed, far faster than any known comet or asteroid. And its trajectory, well, its trajectory was simply bizarre. Instead of following the predictable elliptical orbit of other celestial bodies, Oumuamua 2 seemed to dance to the tune of an unknown force. It would accelerate, then decelerate, changing direction with seemingly random abandon. It was as if it were being steered, guided by an unseen hand. The world watched with bated breath as scientists struggled to make sense of this cosmic enigma. Was this a sign of extraterrestrial intelligence? A message from a distant civilization? Or was it something even more profound? Something that challenged our very understanding of the laws of physics? The more we learned about Oumuamua 2, the more perplexing it became. Its shape, for one, was unlike anything we had ever seen. Telescopes revealed a dark metallic object, vaguely spherical but with sharp, irregular edges. It seemed to be tumbling through space, its rotation unpredictable, chaotic. Then there were the strange energy emissions. Scientists detected bursts of radiation, powerful but short-lived, emanating from the object at irregular intervals. These bursts defied any known natural phenomenon. They were like whispers, coded messages from the void, messages that we were just beginning to understand. Some scientists speculated that the object was a natural phenomenon, a quirk of the cosmos that we had never encountered before. Others, however, were not so sure. They pointed to the object's strange behavior, its impossible trajectory, and its enigmatic energy emissions as evidence of something more, something artificial, something intelligent. The discovery of Oumuamua 2 sent shockwaves across the globe. For decades, humanity had searched for signs of extraterrestrial life, and now, it seemed, we had found it. The world watched with a mixture of awe and trepidation as this cosmic mystery unfolded. Media outlets around the world ran breathless headlines. Alien probe enters solar system. Is this proof of extraterrestrial life? Scientists baffled by mysterious object. The public imagination was captivated. Was this the first contact we had always dreamed of? Or was it something more ominous, something that could threaten our very existence? The scientific community was abuzz with speculation. Conferences were held, papers were published, and debates raged late into the night. Never before had there been such a tangible mystery to solve, such a tantalizing glimpse into the unknown. The race was on to understand Oumuamua 2, to unlock its secrets before it disappeared back into the vastness of space, taking its truth with it. Section 5. Echoes of Ancient Visitors. As scientists around the world grappled with the enigma of Oumuamua 2, some began to draw parallels to ancient myths and legends. Stories of gods descending from the heavens, of celestial chariots traversing the sky, of visitors from other worlds. Could these tales, passed down through generations, be more than mere folklore? Could they be echoes of actual encounters with extraterrestrial beings? The Dogon tribe of Mali, for instance, have long spoken of a celestial being they call Namo, who came to Earth from a star system Sirius. The Dogon possessed surprisingly accurate astronomical knowledge, including the existence of Sirius B, a white dwarf star invisible to the naked eye. Could their knowledge have come from ancient contact with extraterrestrial visitors? Similarly, the ancient Sumerians, one of the earliest civilizations on Earth, believed that their civilization was founded by the Anunnaki, who came to Earth from a planet called Nibiru. The Anunnaki, according to Sumerian mythology, were advanced beings who shared their knowledge with humanity, helping to jumpstart our civilization. Could these myths be based on real events? Could Oumuamua 2 be a sign that our ancient ancestors were right all along? Section 6. A Veil of Secrecy. As evidence of Oumuamua 2's strange behavior mounted, a growing number of scientists began to suspect that the object was not natural. The whispers of alien probe grew louder, and with them, a sense of unease began to settle over the scientific community. If this truly was an artifact of an extraterrestrial civilization, what did it mean for humanity? Some argued that we should reach out, send a message of greeting to our cosmic neighbors. Others, however, urged caution. What if this alien intelligence proved hostile? What if our attempt at contact was misconstrued as an act of aggression? Amidst this debate, a disturbing pattern began to emerge. Governments around the world, particularly those with advanced space programs, became increasingly tight-lipped about Oumuamua 2. Data was classified, telescopes were retasked, and scientists were silenced with threats and non-disclosure agreements. It became clear that something was being hidden from the public, something that those in power did not want us to know. But what was it? Section 7. Whispers of Truth, Hidden in Plain Sight. Despite the veil of secrecy, whispers of truth began to leak out. Whistleblowers came forward with stories of intercepted transmissions, of secret meetings between world leaders and alleged extraterrestrial visitors, of advanced technology being reverse-engineered from recovered alien artifacts. Conspiracy theories flourished, each more outlandish than the last. Some claimed that Oumuamua 2 was not a probe, but a scout ship, sent to assess Earth's defenses before a full-scale invasion. Others believed that our governments had been in contact with aliens for decades, striking secret deals and exchanging technology in exchange for our silence. While it was impossible to verify the veracity of these claims, one thing was certain: something was amiss. The official narrative that Oumuamua 2 was merely an unusual asteroid no longer held water. Too many questions remained unanswered, too many coincidences had to be ignored. The truth, it seemed, was out there, hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered. Section 8. A Universe of Possibilities. The discovery of Oumuamua 2 has irrevocably shifted our perspective on our place in the cosmos. We are no longer alone in our little corner of the universe. We are part of something much larger, something far more complex and mysterious than we could have ever imagined. The implications of this discovery are profound. It challenges our understanding of science, our beliefs about the nature of reality, and our very definition of what it means to be human. It forces us to confront the possibility that we are not the pinnacle of creation, that there may be other intelligences out there, far older and more advanced than our own. The universe is full of wonders, of mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Oumuamua 2 is just one of these mysteries, a single glimpse into the infinite possibilities that lie beyond our world. It is a reminder that we are still learning, still exploring, still searching for our place in the grand tapestry of the cosmos. Section 9. Our place in the cosmos. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear: the discovery of Oumuamua 2 has changed everything. We can no longer cling to our old assumptions about the universe and our place within it. We must embrace the unknown, face the possibility of extraterrestrial life, and confront the challenges and opportunities that this new reality presents. The search for knowledge is never-ending. As we continue to explore the cosmos, we will undoubtedly encounter new wonders, new mysteries, and perhaps even new forms of life. It is up to us to approach these encounters with curiosity, with courage, and with a deep respect for the universe and all its inhabitants. The universe is vast, and we are but a small part of it. But even in our smallness, we are capable of great things. We are capable of discovery, of innovation, and of extending the hand of friendship to those who may be different from us. The future is unwritten, and it is up to us to decide what role we will play in the grand cosmic drama that is still unfolding.
Death alone, the word can send shivers down the spine, evoke a feeling of finality. And yet across cultures and epochs, death was not regarded as an end, but as a transition, as a passage into another realm. The ancient Egyptians imagined a pulsating afterlife in the reed field, while Celtic lore whispered of the afterlife, a place where the soul continues its journey. From the plains of Native American tribes to the Himalayas of Tibetan Buddhism, death is woven into the tapestry of life, a natural thread in the grand scheme of existence. These diverse beliefs, although expressed in different forms, share a common denominator. The essence of who we are transcends the physical body. This understanding of death not as annihilation, but as transformation offers comfort and hope. It allows us to mourn the loss of a physical presence while accepting the possibility of continued existence in another form. Many spiritual traditions view death as a homecoming, a return to the source from which we came. The soul, often described as a spark of divine light, is considered immortal. She sheds her temporary physical shell and begins a new chapter of her journey in this realm. Beyond the veil, the limitations of the physical world fall away, time and space become fluid, and the soul is free to explore its true nature. This journey may involve a process of review, reflection, and healing, as the soul processes the lessons learned during its earthly experience. This spiritual understanding does not negate the pain of loss, but it provides a framework to understand death as a natural part of the life cycle. It encourages us to live fully in the present moment, knowing that our essence is eternal, as Goethe said. Even though science does not yet have definitive answers to what happens after death, there are fascinating areas of research that point to the possibility of an existence of consciousness beyond the physical body. Quantum physics, for example, explores the nature of reality at the subatomic level, where particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously. Some scientists suggest that consciousness itself could be a fundamental property of the universe, like energy or matter. Near-death experiences, also known as NTs, provide compelling anecdotal evidence, with many people reporting vivid experiences of leaving their body and entering another realm. While these reports are often dismissed as hallucinations, they show amazing similarities across cultures and backgrounds, suggesting a deeper phenomenon. Although much remains unknown, research into consciousness and its relationship to the physical world continues to push the boundaries of scientific understanding. Think of the complex systems in our brain. Similar to a clockwork, only much more complicated. Ultimately, the mystery of what lies beyond death remains just that, a mystery. But even without concrete answers, we can find comfort in the wisdom of ancient traditions and the burgeoning discoveries of science. Death is not an end, but a transformation, a transition into a realm beyond our present understanding. Like a caterpillar changing into a butterfly, our essence persists and takes on a new form, a new expression. This understanding invites us to face life with wonder and curiosity, to face the unknown with courage and an open heart. Death then becomes not something to be feared, but a natural part of the infinite dance of existence, a testament to the enduring power of life in all its forms. The journey continues beyond the veil, beyond the limits of our present perception. A testimony to the infinite possibilities that lie at the heart of creation. It is like a hike through the Alps. Every step reveals new, unimaginable views.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated with our latest content. Let's make the world a more positive place, together.